If we look at it, every parent dreams of their child's success, happiness, and safety. Anita Pandey at Hikari, living in Kathmandu, Nepal, also cherished similar dreams for her only daughter, Mana Pandey. However, on the morning of August 27, 2023, these dreams slipped away like sand through her fingers, leaving only grief, tears, and the unbearable pain of losing her daughter. Mana, just 21 years old, was mercilessly murdered in Texas, USA, shattering her aspirations, her will to live, her passion for achieving something great, and her dream of helping others. But why? What mistake could a 21-year-old nursing student have made to deserve such brutality? Who was her killer, and where is he now? Why did he wear the same clothes for a week after the murder? And who was the woman who identified the killer? Did this murder mystery have any connection to the Sugar Daddy website? And if so, how? Police officers were left stunned when they entered Mana's apartment in Houston, Texas, only to find her lifeless body brutally riddled with bullets. The case dates back to August 26th, when, around 5 p.m., someone called the police to report a body at an apartment complex located at 6363 West Airport Boulevard. Just half an hour later, Houston police arrived at the scene and declared Mana dead. She had been shot 3 times in the body and once in the head. Mana, born in Nepal and raised in India, was known for her intelligence and charm. Her parents, Shyam Narayan Pandey and Anita Pandey, separated after frequent disputes, with Mana staying under her mother's custody. Despite the family's struggles, Anita worked tirelessly to give Mana a bright future. Knowing her daughter's potential, Anita encouraged her to pursue higher education in the USA. In 2021, after countless efforts to gather funds, Anita tearfully sent her daughter to the US. Mana was admitted to Houston Community College to study nursing and aimed to help people in need. Known for her beauty, hardworking nature, and friendly demeanor, Mana quickly made friends in the unfamiliar American environment, including reconnecting with an old school friend, Usher Rulla. The story, however, took a tragic turn, leaving everyone wondering what led to this brutal murder. Initially, Mana shared an apartment with Usher, but due to work-related reasons, Usher had to move to a different house, leaving Mana alone in the apartment. Although Mana was very brave, her neighbors were also very supportive of her. Mana was so hardworking that, to make ends meet, she managed both her studies and a part-time job at a shop. However, everything changed on August 24th, 2023. On that day, when the police saw Mana's body, they immediately realized that she had been murdered long before they were informed on August 26th. Her body was sent for an autopsy, which confirmed that she had been killed on the evening of August 24th, 2023. When the police searched her house, they discovered a CCTV camera installed outside the apartment door, which became a crucial lead in the case. Before reviewing the footage, the police interrogated her neighbors and uncovered an old secret related to Mana. According to the residents, Mana had been troubled by someone stalking her for some time. Despite her efforts, she could not figure out who it was, but she feared that the stalker might harm her. As a result, she had shared her concerns with others and installed a security camera outside her home. The police suspected the stalker could be her killer. Upon reviewing the footage, many aspects of the case began to unfold. The footage showed that on the evening of August 24th, after finishing her work, Mana went shopping. She returned to her apartment around 8 p.m. with shopping bags in hand. She opened her door and entered. However, a short while later, the doorbell rang. Mana opened the door to find a middle-aged man standing there holding a gun. It seemed Mana knew this man, as a heated argument ensued at the door. Eventually, the man forced his way in at gunpoint and locked the door behind him. For nearly an hour, there was no noise or movement from inside. At approximately 9:04 p.m., the man emerged carrying one of Mana's bags and fled. The police deduced that this man had killed Mana. But who was he? Like everyone else, the police were also searching for answers. During their investigation, the police discovered the man's identity. He was Bobby Sharma, a 51-year-old originally from India. But what was his connection to Mana? What was the argument about, and why did Bobby take her life? To find answers, the police intensified their search for him. Bobby's picture was circulated through news channels and newspapers. Eventually, a woman came forward, claiming to know Bobby Sharma. This woman revealed that she had first met Bobby through a sugar daddy website. They initially communicated via the platform, developed a friendship, and even started meeting in person. However, Bobby's behavior was suspicious and unsettling, so she cut ties with him. This led the police to believe that Bobby might have found out about Munna through the same website or that they had interacted there. To confirm these theories, finding Bobby was critical. The police intensified their efforts, and Bobby was finally arrested at a traffic stop in Houston. Surprisingly, when he was apprehended a week later, he was still wearing the same clothes he had worn on the night of the murder. The police sent the clothes and fingerprints for forensic analysis. Meanwhile, Munna's mother, Anita Pandey, was desperate to travel to the US to see her daughter one last time. The Nepali community helped her with travel arrangements, and she eventually reached Houston. Overcome with grief, Anita broke down upon seeing her daughter's lifeless body. She could not fathom that the child she had sent to America with so many dreams would never call her mother again. A farewell was held with heavy hearts, attended by friends, family, and police. Anita, however, demanded justice for her daughter. She wanted the murderer to receive such a punishment that no one would dare commit such a heinous act again. Her demand resonated not only in Houston but across America, especially among the Nepali community. They stood by her, creating a GoFundMe account to provide financial support. Donations poured in, showing solidarity and support for Anita in her quest for justice. The donation was a great help even during the funeral, and the love and support Anita received gave her the strength to carry on with her life. The Houston police also deeply understood Anita's pain, which is why they were taking the case very seriously and not delaying it. A few days later, the blood sample found on Bobby's clothes was tested, revealing that the blood belonged to Munna. This confirmed that Bobby was the one who killed Munna. Based on all the evidence, especially the CCTV footage, a charge sheet was prepared against Bobby and presented in court, starting the trial process. During the first hearing, Munna's friends, her mother, and members of the Nepali community attended the court session. For the first time, people saw Bobby Sharma, who showed no remorse on her face, as if killing a 21-year-old girl full of spirit and ambition meant nothing to her. The hearing began, and the police presented all the evidence against Bobby, proving she was the culprit. This included CCTV footage, the blood on Bobby's clothes, the gun seen in her hand in the footage, and the bag taken from Munna's house about an hour after her death. Additionally, the police reported that Bobby had stolen Munna's phone before leaving the house that day, likely switching it off and discarding it. That's why Anita Pandey couldn't reach Munna when she called. However, Bobby's lawyer argued that the evidence was insufficient to convict her. After a prolonged hearing, no verdict was reached, and the case was postponed to the next hearing. Meanwhile, the police continued to work on gathering more evidence against Bobby to ensure justice for Munna. The police have also been questioning Munna's family, friends, and acquaintances. Most of them described Munna as a hardworking and loving girl who deeply cared for her mother and wanted to do something meaningful for her. Munna was diligently studying nursing while working hard day and night. During this time, Munna's mother discovered that she had been in a relationship recently. However, it's still unclear who this person is, where they are, and whether they are connected to the case. Meanwhile, Anita has been using social media to appeal for justice for her daughter. Munna's friends and acquaintances hope that the perpetrator will be punished and that Munna will get justice. The police are determined to resolve this case and ensure it reaches the right conclusion. Currently, Bobby Sharma is in police custody, being questioned about her motives why she did this, what her enmity with Munna was, and how and when she met her. While it's uncertain what punishment Bobby will receive, if all the evidence aligns, the court may treat this as a first-degree case, potentially leading to a death sentence. For now, everyone Munna's mother, her community, and others wants to understand why Bobby committed this crime. What do you think? What punishment should Bobby receive? Will the court convict her, or will there be unforeseen twists? Will Munna get justice? Share your thoughts in the comments section.